Before we talk about what you can add to plain water, we need to understand why blood pressure deserves your attention in the first place. High blood pressure is often called the silent threat because it can be damaging your body for years without causing obvious symptoms. Many people assume that if they don't have headaches, dizziness, or chest pain, their blood pressure must be fine. Unfortunately, that's not how this condition works. Blood pressure is simply the force of blood pushing against the walls of your arteries. Your heart has to generate enough pressure to move blood throughout your body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every organ. But when that pressure stays too high for too long, the constant strain can gradually damage the blood vessels and the organs they supply. What makes this especially important for adults over 60 is that blood pressure tends to rise with age. Arteries naturally become less flexible over time. Decades of diet, stress, inactivity, sleep habits, and other lifestyle factors can also contribute. Many older adults feel completely normal, while their blood pressure is quietly climbing higher and higher. That's why routine monitoring is so important. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. If the pressure inside the hose is consistently too high, the walls experience extra stress. Over time, that can lead to wear and tear. In the body, this may contribute to stiffened arteries, reduced blood flow, and a higher risk of heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney disease, and even vision problems. One of the biggest misconceptions is that lowering blood pressure is only about taking medication. Medications can be extremely important and life-saving for many people, and no one should stop them without medical guidance. But blood pressure is also influenced by daily habits: what you eat, how much you move, how well you sleep, how stressed you are, and yes, how well you hydrate. This is where the conversation about water becomes interesting. People are often looking for an instant solution. They want one ingredient, one drink, one trick that will immediately fix high blood pressure. The reality is more nuanced. Your body is a complex system, and lasting blood pressure control usually comes from consistent, healthy habits. However, some simple changes may support circulation and help create better conditions for healthy blood pressure over time. That's why I want you to think of hydration not as a miracle cure, but as a foundational piece of the puzzle. If your body is dehydrated, your circulation can become less efficient. Your heart may have to work harder. You may feel fatigued, lightheaded, or sluggish. Many older adults don't realize they're not drinking enough fluids because the sensation of thirst can become less reliable with age. So before we get excited about adding anything to water, we should recognize that plain water itself is already doing important work. It helps maintain blood volume, supports circulation, and assists countless processes throughout the body. When we build on that foundation with smart choices, we may be able to support cardiovascular health even further. The key takeaway here is that high blood pressure often develops quietly. You cannot reliably feel it, you cannot guess it, and waiting for symptoms can be dangerous. Regular monitoring, medical guidance when needed, and daily lifestyle habits are all part of protecting your heart and blood vessels. Don't wait for symptoms. Know your numbers, because silent damage is still damage. Now that we understand why high blood pressure can be such a serious concern, the next piece of the puzzle is something surprisingly simple: hydration. Most people think about salt, medications, or exercise when discussing blood pressure, but very few stop to consider how much water they drink each day. Yet hydration plays a much bigger role in cardiovascular health than many realize. Your body is made up largely of water, and every major system depends on it. Water helps transport nutrients, regulate body temperature, remove waste products, and support healthy circulation. When you are properly hydrated, your blood can move more efficiently throughout the body. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to deliver oxygen and nutrients where they are needed. On the other hand, when you become dehydrated, even mildly, several things can happen that may affect how your cardiovascular system functions. As fluid levels decrease, the volume of blood circulating through your body can also decline. In response, your body activates a series of mechanisms designed to preserve fluid and maintain blood pressure. Certain hormones increase, blood vessels may constrict, and the heart may need to work harder to keep blood moving effectively. This is one reason why some people notice that they feel tired, dizzy, lightheaded, or weak when they haven't had enough water. While hydration alone is not a cure for high blood pressure, maintaining adequate fluid intake helps create conditions that support healthy circulation. What's particularly interesting is that many adults over 60 may be more vulnerable to dehydration than they realize. As we age, the sensation of thirst often becomes less reliable. In younger years, thirst is usually a strong signal that prompts us to drink. Later in life, that signal may become weaker. As a result, some people go hours without consuming enough fluids simply because they don't feel thirsty. Certain medications can add to this challenge. Some blood pressure medications, especially diuretics, increase fluid loss through urination. Hot weather, physical activity, illness, and even indoor heating or air conditioning can further contribute to dehydration. It's easy for fluid levels to drop gradually without attracting much attention. Another issue is that many people replace water with beverages that may not provide the same benefits. Sugary soft drinks, heavily sweetened beverages, and excessive amounts of caffeinated drinks can sometimes contribute extra calories or other factors that don't support overall cardiovascular health. While coffee and tea can certainly be part of a healthy lifestyle for many individuals, they shouldn't completely replace regular water intake throughout the day. One of the simplest habits I encourage people to develop is paying attention to hydration before they feel thirsty. Start your day with a glass of water. Keep water accessible throughout the day. Sip consistently rather than waiting until you feel extremely thirsty. Small habits repeated daily often make a bigger difference than dramatic changes that only last a few days. Now, I want to be very clear about something. The internet is full of promises about instant blood pressure fixes. You may see claims suggesting that drinking a particular beverage will magically normalize your numbers within minutes. The reality is that healthy blood pressure management is usually a long-term process. Hydration supports that process, but it doesn't replace medical treatment, healthy eating, physical activity, quality sleep, or professional guidance. What hydration does provide is a strong foundation. Think of it as preparing the soil before planting a garden. Without healthy soil, even the best seeds struggle to thrive. In much the same way, your body functions best when it has the fluid it needs to support circulation and overall cardiovascular health. And this is exactly why our next discussion is so important. Once we understand the value of proper hydration, we can begin looking at certain natural ingredients that people commonly add to water and why some of them may offer additional support for heart and blood vessel health. Never underestimate the power of giving your body the water it was designed to need. Now that we've established the importance of hydration, the natural question becomes, what can you add to plain water that may provide additional support for healthy blood pressure? This is where many people become interested, because while plain water is incredibly important, certain natural ingredients may offer benefits beyond hydration alone. The first ingredient that often comes up is lemon. Many people start their day by squeezing fresh lemon into a glass of water. Lemon contains vitamin C and plant compounds known as flavonoids. These compounds have been studied for their potential role in supporting blood vessel health and helping the body manage oxidative stress. Beyond that, lemon simply makes water more appealing for many people, which means they're often more likely to drink enough of it throughout the day. Sometimes the biggest benefit comes from turning hydration into a habit you actually enjoy. Another popular addition is cucumber. If you've ever seen cucumber slices floating in a pitcher of water at a health spa, there's a reason. Cucumbers contain water, antioxidants, and small amounts of minerals that support overall wellness. They also add a refreshing taste without adding sugar or calories. Many people find that cucumber-infused water encourages them to drink more frequently, helping maintain hydration throughout the day. Then there are chia seeds, which have become increasingly popular among health-conscious adults. When soaked in water, chia seeds absorb liquid and develop a gel-like texture. They contain fiber, plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, and several important nutrients. Some studies suggest that diets rich in fiber and healthy fats may support cardiovascular health. While chia seeds are certainly not a magic solution, they can be a nutritious addition to an overall healthy lifestyle. One ingredient that deserves special attention is hibiscus. Hibiscus tea has been studied extensively for its potential effects on blood pressure. It contains naturally occurring compounds called anthocyanins and antioxidants, which may help support blood vessel function. Many people enjoy hibiscus as a chilled beverage, especially during warmer months. While the effects vary from person to person, it is one of the more researched natural options related to cardiovascular wellness. Some people also enjoy adding berries such as strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries to their water. These fruits contain antioxidants and naturally occurring plant compounds that may support overall heart health. They provide subtle flavor without the need for sugary additives and can make plain water feel more enjoyable and satisfying. Now, here's something very important to remember. The reason these ingredients attract so much attention is not because they instantly cure high blood pressure. In fact, one of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting dramatic results from a single food or beverage. Your body doesn't work that way. Blood pressure is influenced by countless factors, including age, genetics, diet, physical activity, sleep quality, stress levels, medication use, and overall health status. What these ingredients may do is contribute small benefits that add up over time. Think of them as supportive tools rather than miracle solutions. A healthy lifestyle is rarely built on one dramatic action. It's usually the result of many small, consistent choices working together day after day. I also encourage caution when trying any health trend you see online. Some social media videos promise instant blood pressure reductions from exotic powders, expensive supplements, or unusual ingredients. Many of these claims are exaggerated or unsupported by reliable evidence. The safest and most effective approach is usually the simplest one. Stay hydrated, choose natural ingredients, eat a balanced diet, and follow your healthcare provider's recommendations. What's exciting is that when you combine proper hydration with heart-friendly additions like lemon, cucumber, berries, chia seeds, or hibiscus, you're creating a beverage that not only tastes better, but may also support your overall cardiovascular health. And because these options are simple and accessible, they can fit easily into a sustainable daily routine. As we move forward, the next question becomes even more interesting. What actually happens inside your body after you drink these beverages? And how might they influence circulation and blood vessel function? That's exactly what we'll explore next. Small ingredients won't perform miracles, but consistent healthy choices can create remarkable results. Now that we've talked about some of the natural ingredients people commonly add to water, let's explore what actually happens inside your body after you drink it. This is the part that many people find fascinating because while the process may not be visible, your body immediately begins responding. The moment water enters your system, it starts supporting one of the most important functions in your body, circulation. Your blood is largely made up of water, and maintaining proper fluid balance helps ensure that blood can move efficiently through your arteries and veins. When you're well hydrated, your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood throughout the body. Think about your circulatory system as a network of highways. When traffic is flowing smoothly, everything moves efficiently. But when conditions become less ideal, congestion develops and the system has to work harder. Hydration helps keep that traffic moving. It's one of the reasons why many people report feeling more energized and alert after consistently improving their water intake. If you've added ingredients like lemon, berries, cucumber, or hibiscus to your water, your body also receives various plant compounds and antioxidants. These natural substances are being studied for their potential role in supporting blood vessel health. Antioxidants help combat oxidative stress, which is a process that can contribute to aging and damage within blood vessels over time. Your blood vessels are not rigid pipes. They're dynamic structures that constantly expand and contract in response to your body's needs. Healthy blood vessels are generally more flexible and responsive. Some nutrients found in fruits, vegetables, and plant-based ingredients may help support this natural flexibility, allowing blood to flow more efficiently. Another interesting process involves fluid balance. Many people assume that drinking more water automatically causes the body to retain more fluid. In reality, proper hydration often helps your body regulate fluids more effectively. When you're consistently dehydrated, your body may activate mechanisms designed to conserve water. By staying adequately hydrated, you help your body maintain a healthier balance. Some individuals also notice that they feel less bloated when they improve their hydration habits. That may sound counterintuitive, but it highlights how complex the body's fluid management systems can be. Adequate hydration supports kidney function, helping the body remove waste products and maintain normal fluid balance. If you've included ingredients such as chia seeds, you're also introducing dietary fiber into the equation. Fiber supports digestive health and may contribute to feelings of fullness. While this doesn't directly lower blood pressure, maintaining a healthy weight is one of the most important factors in long-term blood pressure management. Everything in the body is connected. Now, let's address the word that appears in the title, instantly. Whenever people hear that word, they often imagine dramatic changes happening within minutes. The truth is that your body begins responding immediately to hydration, but measurable blood pressure changes vary greatly from person to person. Factors such as age, medication use, overall cardiovascular health, sodium intake, physical activity levels, and genetics all play a role. For some people, proper hydration may help them feel better relatively quickly. They may experience improved energy, reduced lightheadedness, or better overall well-being. For others, the benefits may be subtle and accumulate over time. This is why it's important not to judge healthy habits based solely on what happens in the next hour or even the next day. The most powerful effects usually come from consistency. Drinking heart-friendly beverages once is unlikely to transform your health. Drinking them regularly while maintaining healthy eating habits, staying active, managing stress, and following medical advice can contribute to meaningful improvements over the long term. What I want you to remember is that every sip is doing more than simply quenching thirst. You're supporting circulation, helping maintain fluid balance, delivering beneficial nutrients, and creating an environment where your cardiovascular system can function at its best. The body responds to healthy choices immediately, but it rewards consistency the most. At this point, we've discussed why hydration matters, explored some natural ingredients that people commonly add to water, and looked at what happens inside the body after drinking them. But now we need to address something equally important: the mistakes that can quietly keep blood pressure elevated even when you're making an effort to drink more water. This is where many people get frustrated. They start drinking lemon water every morning, they carry a water bottle throughout the day, and yet they don't see the improvements they expected. Often, it's because a few common habits are working against them behind the scenes. One of the biggest mistakes is assuming that any beverage counts the same as water. Many people increase their fluid intake by drinking flavored drinks, sports beverages, sweetened teas, or fruit juices loaded with added sugar. While these drinks contain water, they can also deliver large amounts of calories and sugar that may contribute to weight gain and metabolic problems over time. Excess body weight is one of the strongest risk factors for high blood pressure. Even a modest increase in weight can place additional strain on the heart and blood vessels. That's why replacing water with sugary beverages often works against the very goal people are trying to achieve. Another common mistake is focusing on hydration while ignoring sodium intake. You can drink plenty of water every day, but if your diet is packed with highly processed foods, canned soups, packaged snacks, fast food meals, and restaurant dishes loaded with salt, your blood pressure may still remain difficult to control. Many people are surprised to learn that the majority of dietary sodium doesn't come from the salt shaker. It often comes from packaged and processed foods. Even foods that don't taste particularly salty can contain significant amounts of sodium. This is why reading nutrition labels and becoming more aware of hidden sources of salt can be incredibly valuable. Then there's the issue of consistency. Some individuals drink very little water throughout the week and then suddenly try to make up for it by consuming large amounts in a short period. The body generally responds better to steady hydration throughout the day rather than long periods of dehydration followed by excessive intake all at once. Sleep is another factor that's frequently overlooked. Many people don't connect poor sleep with high blood pressure, but the relationship is stronger than most realize. During healthy sleep, the body performs important repair and recovery functions. Chronic sleep deprivation can place stress on the cardiovascular system and may contribute to elevated blood pressure over time. Stress itself also deserves attention. You can drink the healthiest beverage in the world, but if you're constantly under pressure, worried, rushing, or carrying unresolved stress, your body responds. Stress hormones can increase heart rate and affect blood vessel function. While occasional stress is part of life, chronic stress can become a significant obstacle to healthy blood pressure management. Physical inactivity is another major mistake. Some people look for a single food, supplement, or drink that will solve everything. But the human body was designed to move. Regular physical activity supports circulation, helps maintain a healthy weight, improves cardiovascular fitness, and can contribute to healthier blood pressure levels. Even simple activities such as walking can make a meaningful difference when done consistently. Perhaps the most important mistake of all is expecting one ingredient to do the work of an entire lifestyle. Lemon water is not stronger than poor sleep. Hibiscus tea cannot cancel out a high-sodium diet. Cucumber water won't replace regular exercise. Chia seeds can't overcome chronic stress. The reality is that blood pressure is influenced by the combined effect of countless daily decisions. The good news is that this works in your favor. You don't need perfection. You simply need enough healthy habits working together consistently. That's why I encourage people to think of these water additions as part of a larger strategy rather than a standalone solution. Hydration matters, nutrition matters, movement matters, sleep matters, stress management matters. When these pieces come together, they create a powerful foundation for long-term cardiovascular health. Never let one healthy habit distract you from the power of the whole lifestyle. As we bring everything together, I want to leave you with something practical. We've talked about high blood pressure, the importance of hydration, the natural ingredients people often add to water, what happens inside the body after drinking them, and the common mistakes that can keep blood pressure elevated. The final piece is creating a simple daily routine that you can actually follow. Because here's the truth, the best health plan isn't the most complicated one. It's the one you'll still be doing 6 months from now. Many people start with great intentions. They buy special ingredients, watch health videos, and make ambitious promises to themselves. But after a week or two, life gets busy and those plans disappear. That's why simplicity wins. A good day can begin with a glass of water shortly after waking up. After several hours of sleep, your body has gone without fluids. Starting the morning with water is a simple way to support hydration and prepare your body for the day ahead. Some people enjoy adding a slice of lemon, a few cucumber slices, or another natural ingredient for flavor. The specific ingredient matters less than creating a habit you enjoy and can maintain. As the day continues, aim to drink water consistently rather than consuming large amounts all at once. Think of hydration as a steady process. Keep a water bottle nearby. Take regular sips throughout the day. Small actions repeated consistently often produce better results than occasional bursts of effort. At the same time, pay attention to what you're eating. Hydration works best when combined with a heart-healthy diet. Focus on vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, legumes, nuts, and other minimally processed foods whenever possible. These foods provide nutrients that support overall cardiovascular health while helping you reduce excess sodium, added sugars, and unhealthy fats. Movement should also be part of the routine. You don't need to become an athlete. Many people assume exercise only counts if it's intense or exhausting. That's simply not true. A daily walk, light cycling, swimming, gardening, or other enjoyable activities can support circulation and help maintain healthy blood pressure over time. The goal is regular movement, not perfection. Sleep deserves a place in this routine as well. Your body performs important repair processes while you sleep. If you're consistently sleeping too little, even excellent nutrition and hydration may not provide their full benefits. Establishing a regular sleep schedule and creating a relaxing bedtime routine can support both your overall health and your cardiovascular system. Managing stress is equally important. Modern life gives us plenty of opportunities to worry, rush, and feel overwhelmed. While we can't eliminate stress completely, we can change how we respond to it. Deep breathing, spending time outdoors, connecting with loved ones, engaging in hobbies, and setting aside moments of quiet reflection can all contribute to a healthier state of mind. Now, if you're taking blood pressure medication, this is an important reminder. Natural ingredients, healthy hydration, and lifestyle improvements can support cardiovascular health, but they should not replace prescribed treatment unless your healthcare provider specifically advises otherwise. Medications and healthy habits often work together. Never stop or change medication on your own because of something you've seen online. I also encourage you to monitor your blood pressure regularly. Numbers provide valuable information. They help you see whether your efforts are making a difference and allow your healthcare provider to guide your treatment more effectively. The real secret isn't hidden in a single ingredient. It's hidden in the daily choices that most people overlook. A glass of water, a healthier meal, a walk around the neighborhood, an extra hour of sleep, a few moments of calm in a busy day. Individually, they may seem small. Together, they become powerful. When practiced consistently, these simple habits create something far more valuable than a temporary result. They create a lifestyle that supports your heart, protects your blood vessels, and helps you maintain your health for years to come. Your blood pressure doesn't change because of one perfect day. It changes because of hundreds of healthy days in a row.